up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey, to talk about what's on the blogs. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. We are down here. We are down here. So let's see what's going on the blogs.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, there was an audio of him calling Rosa Parks a plant. Kanye West. Did y'all hear about that? He said that Rosa Parks was a plant. And I'm like, I feel like Kanye West is just really he's just like, and that's why I said yesterday, like the blogs that keep posting him, it's like you're literally posting someone who is someone who has accepted the illusion of white superiority, and he's going around enforcing rules that uphold that idea. He's going off of, like, Rosa Parks was a plant, right? We know the story. We know there was other people who protested. We know that Rosa Parks was the face. There was another woman who was on the bus, and Rosa Parks was more like, I don't know if because the woman was dark skinned, it could be it, right? That could be it. Be that as it may. If she's the center or the face of this protest and this boycott, saying she's a plant, for me, I feel like it's a disrespectful way. It's disrespectful to explain it in that way, right? I feel like there's a way that you can respect Rosa Parks and explain the true what happened, right? The real story, and explain that, because it's not a secret, right? It's not a secret. It's not a secret. So for him to come out like, oh, she's a plant, like I'm uncovering the conspiracies of the civil rights movements and stuff like that. It's like, what are you doing, sir? You are completely disrespectful. Like, so disrespectful. And it's all because you want to be. I want you to remember, if you ever forget Kanye, he's just not really explaining himself. He doesn't know how to explain himself. He's not really articulating what he really wants to say. I want you to hear this, and you tell me, is he clear in what he wants to say?
Straight white male can't say, hey, a black employee didn't come in to work on time, because then people will say you're racist. A straight white male can't speak on a homosexual person because they'll say you're homophobic. And so I empathize with the position of the straight white male. And part of the reason why I empathize with that position is because I know that I'm headed to that position. And what position that is? Top power position. Okay. That's the top power. Straight white male can't say, hey, a black employee didn't come in to work on time, because then people will say you're racist. A straight white male can't speak on a homosexual person because they'll say you're homophobic. And so I empathize with the position of the straight white male. And part of the reason why I empathize with that position is because I know that I'm headed to that position. And what position that is? Top power position. Okay. That's the top power. Straight white male.
That's the top power position. I empathize with the position of the straight white male. That's Kanye Omari West. That is a statement from his mouth. So if you're ever confused at what his mission is, just revert back to this. Just clip this and listen to it, so that you can, if you're confused, if you feel like he's not articulating himself well. He sounded very clear in his communication. He looked alert. He didn't look under duress. It didn't appear that he had a gun to his back or to his head. So it appeared that he said this with his own free will. And this is how he feels. So if you're ever confused about what Kanye stands for, what rules he's enforcing, just come right here, okay? And listen to that. Don't ever be confused by what he says. He's very clear in his communication. Very clear. And he's always been clear. He's always been clear. And for him to run around saying these little things out of his mouth, to me, it's just like he's just a little parrot. He's a little parrot. Somebody is, it's not someone, it's him. I was going to say someone is helping him with these. It's almost like he's helping with these conspiracy theories and things like that. The truth is, you don't turn around and say Rosa Parks was a plant. You can tell the story correctly. You can tell but he doesn't know. That's the thing. It's not that he doesn't know or doesn't want to learn. It's because the purpose is not to teach. The purpose is to kind of like ignite some type of fear, ignite some type of, it's a conspiracy. Rosa Parks was a plant. It wasn't real. Like I don't know what, I don't know what anybody else wants from him. I feel like the blogs should really limit the amount of exposure they're giving to him because he's truly an agent and in upholding the illusion. He's like Mr. Smith, Agent Smith. He is. All he needs is his little black glasses and his blazer. He's Agent Smith because what he's doing is upholding the ideas of the Matrix. And that's what he's doing. So if you're ever confused about Kanye's, his mission or his purpose, he told you right here. Yeah, he was on Clubhouse. He says, all of these heroes, man, it's only one. That's Jesus Christ. You're going to find out something about MLK, something about JFK, something about Malcolm and Rosa Parks. We all know Rosa Parks was a plant. We know all these things, and they use the media outlets to outrage. Outrage is an economy. So he's right, but he does it the same way. He's using it the same way. And he acts like he's this, oh, I'm exposing this, but you're also using the same tools that you claim to be exposing, clown. What death are we going to promote this week? It ain't like 14 people are getting killed every week in Chicago, but no, we're going to publicize this on I'm not going to say whose platform it is. It was the Jews. He's been banned from Clubhouse. Niecy Nash scores Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actress nomination for her role in Dahmer. Well, congratulations to her. Golden Girl. Thank you, Golden Globe. Such a blessing to be nominated for my portrayal of Glenda Cleveland alongside Evan Peters, Richard Jenkins, and the nom for Ryan Murphy, Dahmer. I'm watching another Ryan Murphy movie or series on Netflix called The Watcher. Have y'all seen that? Girl, that shit is crazy. I started getting comfortable. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Let me turn the lights off. That movie is crazy. It's about this house that these people buy on 657 Boulevard. And the house draws people in with greed. And then just things start happening to them, and they start getting letters in the mail saying that somebody is watching the house and watching them and watching their children. And the neighbors are like kind of weird, kind of off, kind of weird. And things are just happening. I think I'm on episode 4, and I think it's Naomi Watts, and I can't remember the other guy's name. He's in a lot of different films, and when I was like, let me watch The Watcher, because it's been in my list because it just looked interesting, right? Like neighbors fighting, but something's like, a little thriller, a little scary, right? And when it went off and it said executive producer, I said, Ryan Murphy is a motherfucker, boy. I said, I was like, let me get comfortable. Ryan Murphy, honey. The cast, it is Naomi Watts, Bobby Cannavale, Cannaville, you know who he is. Here, let me show you his face. Bobby Cannaville. He plays in all the films. He plays in all the films. He's a cutie pie. Here, let me find an image of him so you could see him. Him. Yeah, him and Naomi Watts are married, and they have 2 children. Jennifer Coolidge is in it. Mia Farrow is in it. Christopher McDonald. Um, who else? Richard Kind is in it. Yeah, it's very interesting. Here, let me see if I could read you just a little synopsis. Let's see. Somebody says, "Is it based on a true story?" Because when the man first, because a family moves into their dream home only to be plagued by ominous letters, strange neighbors, and sinister threats. Program creators Ryan Murphy and Ian Brennan. I know. I was like, this is good. It's a trip. It's a trip so far. I'm on episode 4. I'm on episode 4. I wanted to watch more, but I had to go to sleep. I had to go to sleep. But yeah, Jennifer Coolidge is it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird because you're like, what is going on? And then they keep getting these letters in the mail that are telling them the reason why you bought this house is because you were being greedy, and like they see the house. There's a man, as soon as they drive up to the house, that was the first thing I was like, oh, I want to watch this, because as soon as they drive up to the house, they pull up to the house, they want to move out of the city into the suburbs, and they pull up to the house, and the boy sees somebody in the window looking down, and him and the boy are just staring at each other for a long time. And then when the dad finally gets out of the car and walks up to the lawn where the boy is, he was like, "Dad, who is that man?" And he looks up, he's like, "That's our competition," right? Because the house is on the market. And the first thing, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this house, because the first thing that stood out to me was one of the people looking in the house. There's a dumbwaiter in the house, girl. Somebody then killed the. Let me be quiet. Killed the boy's ferret. You'll see it if you watch. That's not like a spoiler or anything. But the one of the people that were in the house, like looking at the house, he asked the agent, um, was this house built by indentured servants? And she's like, why would I? Jennifer Coolidge is the agent. She was like, why would I know that? I think she knows, though. I think she knows something is up with that house. Um, and then they start getting these letters. And when they get the letters and open it, the letter, the voiceover for the person reading the letter is this real ominous kind of voice. And he calls himself the Watcher and said that he has been assigned to watch the house, right? And then the neighbors are just weird, and yeah, and then there's one neighbor who is like, he roams around, and they've caught him in the house a couple of times. Caught him in the dumbwaiter. The boy found him in the dumbwaiter, and they're like, he's just a neighbor. Other people who have rented this house used to let him ride the dumbwaiter, so he really loves it. And he's like, no, he can't be breaking into this house. And it's just a bunch of stuff starts happening. It's a trip. It's a trip. If you like a little, and I was like, Ryan Murphy is a motherfucker. So shout out to Niecy Nash for her nomination for Dahmer. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what else. Okay, it's not much going on here. Let's see who else. The Shade Room. I don't really like. I'm not following the Shade Room. I have to go to the Shade Room. All right, let's see. Walmart CEO says rising level of theft at their stores could cause store closures and price increases. Let me tell you something. Y'all, ain't nobody stealing that much from y'all. I read that the other day. I was like, Walmart is lying. Just say you want to raise your prices. Just say you want to raise your prices. Just say you want to raise your prices. Walmart and shit. I know there's some places that they can't help it, but to go to a Walmart, I don't patronize Walmart in any way. I've had a silent protest against Walmart for years. And I'll tell you the reason why I protest Walmart is because Walmart doesn't give their employees benefits. They only give them enough hours so that they can't actually give them medical insurance. They can't give them health benefits. And as a result, Walmart's employees have the most people who are on state assistance. And I feel like as much money as Walmart makes in a year, let's see what 2021 annual revenue Walmart. I don't believe that Walmart is getting their $559.1 billion last year. So you telling me, oh, some people are stealing so much that you have to raise your prices, and you're not, but not only raise your prices, but still not give your employees benefits. Only give them enough hours. I think it's managers and above get access to benefits, but the other employees, everybody who's doing all the work, the hands-on labor, yeah, they're not. They got to go apply for benefits through the state, because ridiculous. They make $573 billion at the end of January, and the fiscal year January 31st, 2022. Walmart revenue for 12 months adding October 31st, 2022 was $600 billion, a 4.92% increase year over year. But all of a sudden you have to raise your prices because the people are stealing, girl. Just greedy. Let me shut up. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Anyways, according to CNBC, Walmart says theft is becoming a huge issue at their stores. During conversation, Walmart CEO Doug McMillon said theft is an issue. It's higher than what has historically been. Walmart isn't the only large retailer seeing an uptick in shoplifting. Target reportedly saw a major increase in theft last year. McMillon says if it's not corrected over time, prices will be higher and or stores will be closed. As for cracking down on the issue, he says, we've gotten safety measures, security measures, and we've put in place by store location. I think local law enforcement being staffed and being a good partner is part of the equation. What is law enforcement being staffed at a store going to do? Do you think that's going to deter people from stealing? Girl. It's probably their own damn employees. Let's see what else. I think that's it for the shade room. What time is it? Sources says the allegations made by Tory Lanez's defense are false. Kelsey doesn't know Ben Simmons at all. It's just going to be a bunch of lies. You're going to see a bunch of lies come out about that trial. Why? I don't want to say, because I don't have nothing positive to say about that demonic looking rapper. Lanes arrives. Okay, I think that's it. And they're just watching, everybody's just watching Carisha to see how she's going to react. Is she going to be okay? Let's go to the YBF Daily. They really need to get a template for their headlines. This is not it. The way this page looks is not it. Y'all need a template for your post, because this is ridiculous. You need a template for your posts that have headlines a la the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, Jasmine Brand. Create a template with the image of that you want and have the headline on top like everybody else, because this is crazy. I don't even know what I'm. Nothing is. It's just pictures. What? Okay, picture of Diddy. Child Diddy is out here doing it. There's no. Oh, there's another person. Says Shanta Joseph, who's allegedly in her 20s. Um, Pictures taken Friday. See flicks of him out with somebody else. Elon Musk quickly learned he's not a fan favorite in real life. And it's so funny how what I do notice is that when when a larger society is angry or mad at, like, like a public figure like Elon Musk, everybody's not happy with him. I feel like straight black men like intentionally go seek them out and then stand next to them to be like, I'm gonna go against what society is against. Like, I'm gonna be counter what you're against. Y'all don't like Elon Musk? I'm gonna invite Elon Musk on stage with me. I'm gonna buddy up with people that large groups of people don't like intentionally. It's so weird, and I find that straight black men do that a lot. Kanye's doing it, and then Dave Chappelle. Why would you? And he's another one. He's been a favorite of mine for my. Him and I share a birthday. Yes, Dave Chappelle and I share a birthday, and I like Dave Chappelle. He's like literally him, Jerry Seinfeld, Bernie Mac, Lavelle Crawford. They're like one of my favorite comedians. I find them hilarious. Jerry Seinfeld is one of my favorite comedians too. Shout out to Jerry Seinfeld. But why do you want to align with somebody who's really over there, just like with a wrecking ball, like terrorizing people? Why is it that y'all choose to run up and soldier and get arm in arm and lock arm with people who are villains, essentially? Like, what is that about? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. And there has to be a psychology in that. I don't understand that. Um, I don't understand that. I don't understand why straight black men do that. I don't get it. That's something that I haven't figured out or even have a theory about, because it's like Dave Chappelle brought Twitter honcho on stage during a comedy show last night, only for the audience to drown the tech billionaire in a wave of boos. Also, Chris Rock performed and called Will Smith a bitch during his set, as he talked about the infamous Oscar slap. Girl, he's never gonna get over that. And I mean, I mean, I don't know if I would be able to get over that. Somebody slapping me on the grand stage. But yeah, he got booed. Elon Musk was booed, and then like Dave was like, "Oh, those are probably people that you fired," and it's like, he's like nobody that you want to like buddy up with right now. Why do you want to be buddied up to him? Like, I find it weird. I find that they do that intentionally, but I'm trying to figure out what is the purpose of doing that. What is the purpose of doing that? Um, I think that's it, y'all. Take care of each other. We're gonna get out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Let me see. Let me just check one more thing and see if let's see. I think that's it. I think that's it, everybody. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.